Alright, I got a chance to record again. While I was waiting for that, I went ahead and defeated some more monsters. Also, when you load a save from a campfire, you actually don't get any health or anything, and the camp is broken. What is this? Undo skill point assignments. Oh, okay. Haha, you do not fool me. Surely you are here to witness a spectacle that is the mighty Sand National. Prince Faris is surely a most mighty knight, but he refuses absolutely to make a public display of his talents. Such modesty is truly admirable. Oh, Prince Faris, I simply cannot stop thinking about you. I see your face before me each and every time I close my eyes. You have come to Gallopolis to witness our beloved prince in action, to see with your own eyes his courage, his class, his elegance, yes? But you will have to wait until the Sand National. Even his most ardent fans are not allowed to disturb His Highness's preparations. This is the paddock, where horsemen and their mounts assemble before a race to present themselves to the crowd. It becomes very crowded and very boisterous. Truly, it is one of my most beloved spectacles. Alright, first we'll turn in this quest. Ah, good day to you. Does your presence here mean that you have brought me a golden globule? No. Oh, that is rather disappointing, I must confess, but I have faith in you still. You're the only one who can acquire one for me, and I'm fully confident that you will. By the sands, a golden globule! Is it not so much more charming than any ordinary cactus? And its texture appears to be perfect. This will make for a most satisfying cutlet indeed. Perhaps I should sample a small piece of it raw. Oh, it is so rich and juicy and so very sharp, just as a cactus should be! My cactus cutlets will soon taste better than ever, of that I am absolutely certain. 1,000 thank yous, friend. You have improved the lives of cutlet lovers everywhere. Please allow me to give you a little something in return. Golden globules are not the only rarefied forms of regular monsters. Seeking others out would provide you with valuable experience, I am sure. You got a golden globule for the chef in Gallopolis and learn about the rarefied forms of monsters that can sometimes appear alongside their more basic brethren. There it is. A clairvoyance card imbued with the power to evade attacks. 1%. Ah, good day to you, friend. I am pleased to report that as a result of your heroics, my cactus cutlets are growing tastier every day. I'm not quite satisfied just yet, however. Rest assured that you will be the first to sample the new recipe as soon as it has been perfected. Golden globes are not the only rarefied forms of regular monsters. Seeking others out would provide you with valuable experience, I am sure. Figured it'd be locked, but I don't know what she's doing then. Silent. Did you know that when there are no racing events taking place, knights use the racetrack for training? Huh, you're gonna let me in. I didn't actually think you would. So what happens if I stay here till nighttime? This is the racetrack of Gallopolis, where horsemen from all over the world come to chase their dreams. If you wish to take part in the race yourself, please inquire at the reception desk within. Usually, all that one requires in order to enter a horse race is a horse, and the knowledge of how to ride it, of course. But not to say a national, oh no. Only those who have been specially selected are allowed to race against the prince. Welcome, friend, to the world-renowned racetrack of Gallopolis. Here are all the events we are currently holding. They vary in both difficulty and prizes on offer. Which would you like to enter? The Bronze Cup, a fine choice. That'll be 100 gold coins. Is that alright with you? And just like that, you are signed up to take part in the Bronze Cup. Good luck, friend. It is time to put your knightly honor on the line. The Bronze Cup awaits. Hold RT to send your horse speeding ahead, and press X to tug on the reins for a nice tight turn around those tricky corners. Your trusty steed's stamina will steadily subside as it tears around the track, but top it off by running it through a green swirl or 3, and you'll soon be back in the running. Well, Cobblestone made a big deal about how good of a rider the hero was, so let's find out. Okay, this is pointless. This don't stop fading out like that because I'm not seeing anything. It's just random parts of the track. Okay, I see. It pilots differently than outside in the world. Because normally when I'm running around outside, I just release the sprint button and then I do a real quick turn, like an impossibly inhuman turn on both horse and foot. But you can't do that here. I like the music change. Well, that's pretty cool. Congratulations, friend. You were magnificent. You handled your steed exquisitely. Ah, but I am forgetting your prize. To the victor of the Bronze Cup goes this magnificent item. I hope it is to your liking. It requires a pair of slime earrings. Here's a prize we give to everyone that takes part in the Bronze Cup. I hope it is to your liking. Copper ore. I hope you will come and race again sometime soon. Oh, still the Bronze Cup. Oh, okay. I can change the difficulty. Prize is iron ore, so I assume that's for winning. Alright, now that I've got a good handle on it, I think. We'll see. Obviously, there's room for improvement, because I just started it. So, if I were to come back to this later, I bet I could get a faster time in the first round. I should probably skip this, but I'm trying to see if there's a... Like, is it actually guiding me around the track or anything I need to be aware of? I don't think it is. I'm on the blue one this time, huh? Okay, I'm so far behind that red guy. How? What can I do better? Okay, drifting was better. Pulling on the reins was better than what I just did there. What happens if I run into this then? Don't see anything special happen, so I don't necessarily need to avoid it. What happens if I run into this asphalt? Nothing. I guess I don't need to avoid it either. Okay, but I'm not satisfied with that, so we're gonna try this again. You might not have won, but you did your best. The key to getting ahead in horse racing is to make sure that you hit all the green swirls dotted about the course. This will recover your horse's stamina. Maintaining stamina will allow you to dash continuously, thereby maintaining maximum speed at all times, enabling you to leave your rivals in the dust. Remember now, maintain your stamina and never stop dashing. Keep these two things in mind and you'll be a champion racer before you know it. Red ones go faster! He's shoving me! Oh, I don't have to release dash when I'm drifting. Okay, that changes things a little bit. Oh, that hurt. Missed. Congratulations, friend. You were magnificent. You handled your steed exquisitely. Ah, but I'm forgetting your prize. To the victor of the Bronze Cup goes this magnificent item. I hope it is to your liking. Tran acquires a gold bracer. Here is the prize we give to everyone that takes part in the Bronze Cup. I hope it is to your liking. Tran acquires 2 chunks of copper ore. So now I can just... Alright. Nice one. Do I have iron ore? Does it tell me how many iron ores I have? No. I can sell it for 60, so I would pay 200 and sell it for 60. Hold on, there's a champion's time. Huh. I would need to shave off just a little bit more. Okay, well, I've done as much racing as the game will permit. Like, I could race the same thing, but there's no point. I've got the check mark. There's no profit in it. Okay, wait for that lag to disappear. Press X and you can choose the spells, abilities, and stat boosts you'd like to learn from a nice little list, rather than selecting each panel individually. When you finish ticking what you want, hit confirm to acquire everything in one go, but bear in mind that secret panels will need to be unlocked by opening up the ones around them first. You can unlearn anything you don't need and reallocate the skill points to something more useful by visiting a church or sacred statue and selecting rectification. I assume it resets everything, that you can't just pick something at the end and reset everything that you individual tiles you don't want. What I mean by that is, I couldn't say, learn this one, learn this, and then forget these 3 here. I assume I cannot do that. Alright. Alright, let's go see the Sultan. Or at least get rebuffed by his knights, something like that. Prince Faris will win this year's Sand National. I feel it in my bones. Nothing in life is certain, of course, but I've been a fan of horse racing for a long time now. I think it will be so. No trouble to report. You have heard of the great Sultan, yes? Sure, we've already talked. I assume then he'll say the same thing, yeah. There must be a reason for me to be able to jump here. Talk to you, perhaps. This is my special VIP seat. Once the circus begins, I will hear every ooh and ah from here. Alright, so this is probably where we have to go later. My crossbow is my best friend. It is my life, but yet there's something missing. Somehow I just know there's a crossbow kid out there somewhere searching for me. You mean like Bodkin? Bodkin Archer? The palace of Gallopolis lies ahead. It is the residence of the Sultan and his family, and the training facility of the Desert Knights. Visitors are free to enter, but you are requested to be respectful of your surroundings at all times. Gosh, this really is a marvelous place. No wonder Gallopolis is world famous. Now let's see what the Sultan has to tell us about this branch of Yggdrasil. Huh? This place is seriously big. The Desert Knights have got no shortage of space to train, that's for sure. Hello. There are rumors that the Prince of Gallopolis is an amazing horseman. We didn't get a chance to see him last time we were here. I wonder what he looks like. Welcome, traveler, and a good Gallopodan day to you. You must be drained after your journey across the desert. Please relax and enjoy our fair city. Okay, but how would anybody get here if they didn't have a passport? Welcome to Gallopolis. If it is the Sultan you seek, you will find him in the throne room atop the Great Staircase. I want to check one thing. Quest catalog. Spitfire. Yeah, I've never met a Spitfire, so... The palace is home to a great many cats. Alas, the knights are not in the least bit interested. So it is us maids who must take care of them. Hey, what's up, guys? I do not know why the captain insists on comparing us to Sir Hendrick's men. They are simply a class apart, and this back-breaking training is more likely to kill us than to turn us into knights. The pledge says that a knight never retreats in the face of adversity. That is why I have come here, and why I remain here. A knight's word is his bond.
The youth of today. They are no good at all. They can barely remember the knight's pledge, let alone recite it with pride. Do you think Sir Hendrick of Heliodor would tolerate such woeful laxity? Of course not. Now recite it again, with feeling.
I don't know if I need to restart the game or what. Like, I literally just rebooted the computer before this session, this recording session, and none of the barrels or bases seem to be making sounds. That's fine. I worry so about the Sultan. He was once the very image of chivalry, and now... Oh, once again I've spoken out of turn. Forget everything I've said, please. I'm afraid that Prince Faris is out training at the moment. Yes, training hard. Okay, I'm surprised I'm getting let in here. Made an iron broadsword, but that's okay. I probably need to forge it anyways to get a, to be a completionist. Yeah, these are now silent. Yggdrasil, Secrets of Ye Flame. More magical might and mending, so we'll put it on you. The Power of Positivity, a ruler's handbook. We have all heard what they say. Should one wish to be a great leader, one must be positive at all times, and it is true. Who would want to follow a mopey, indecisive man anywhere? Nobody, that is who. So forget all those negative thoughts and think positive. Lie flat on your back, gaze up at the big blue sky, and feel your troubles melt away like petty, insignificant irritations they are. Say goodbye to the old you, the negative you. There's a bright and positive future waiting for you. So step right up and take it. Prince Faris is probably a pretty good guy. Gallopolis grew up around the oasis at its center. It brought those seeking water for miles around. Of course, it is barely recognizable nowadays. The Sultan chose it as the site of the racetrack, and it was entirely transformed. Even as we enjoy the races, however, we must not forget the brave ancestors who built this city. Indeed, we owe them everything. Wanted, the Darkspawn walks the land. King Carnelian of Heliodor offers a generous reward for the capture of this fiend. You may want to cover your left hand, dude. Everyone is quick to paint Prince Faris as a hero, but the race is not yet run, let alone won. Forgive me, such matters are of no interest to you, I'm sure. Oh, forgive me, I'm looking for a cat. It is a very adorable little cat with soft, fluffy hair. Oh, dear Princess Faris. What did you say? There are too many cats here and they all look alike? Oh, but Princess Faris is easy to identify. She's the fluffiest and most adorable of them all. What? Soft, fluffy hair. I don't... Is there a prize for finding it? I don't know. Let's go interact with every single cat now. This is kind of like when I was playing Ni no Kuni 2 and ran under this gate 100 times. I was pretty sure I wasn't going to get anything out of it, but you have to check. We talked to you already? Yeah, okay. That was your important statement, huh? It was so unimportant I wasn't even sure what you had told me. This is the Sultan's bedchamber. Visitors are free to enter, but please remember to be respectful. I'm gonna respect the chests in this room. Let's go! Concrete earrings? Respect this. Sir, that's the Sultan's private... Princess Faris's progress. Day 21. My beloved prince attended his horse riding lessons once more today. To see him training day in and day out to be the greatest leader he can be for the noble knights of Gallopolis fills me with hope for the magnificent future he will no doubt usher in for our realm. Day 24. My beloved prince left the palace today and went out into the streets to speak with the common people. He seeks to study the lifestyles of his subjects firsthand. What a wise and benevolent young man he is. I have no doubt he will make a great sultan someday. Have you heard the rumors? They say that a wicked man called the Darkspawn has escaped Heliodor and is terrorizing all Ardrea. What a frightening world this is. But I need not fear. The Knights of Gallopolis will keep us safe, I am sure of it.
Disgrace, my fellow Gallopolitans. Disgrace.
Fellow Gallopolitans, this is no ordinary Sand National. This race marks the day that Faris, my son and heir, comes of age, and as such... No. An event of such significance must have eloquence to match. Such functional pleasantries will not thrill my beloved subjects. And who exactly might you be? I have no time to grant an audience today. You must leave. Immediately.
Father, my training is complete.
Then give me the pledge.
A knight's word is his bond, his kingdom his master. He serves the weak untiringly, challenges the strong unflinchingly, and never retreats in the face of adversity.
Yes, very good. The knight's pledge must always be your guide, my son. You are a man now, Faris, and tomorrow's race shall prove it. You must show your people that you are worthy of their adulation.
Fear not, beloved father. I shall disappoint neither you nor they. Oh.
He saw my hand.
What is your name, stranger? And what brings you to Gallopolis?
Tran introduces himself and explains that he's come to Gallopolis in search of a mysterious branch.
Surely he speaks of the rainbow. It is the only treasure of our kingdom that would warrant such a description. I believe I can assist you, friend. Visit me in my chambers at the foot of the great staircase. I shall await you there.
I have heard that an evil creature known as the Darkspawn has escaped Heliodor and remains at large. We must remain vigilant lest the foul being attempt to make its way into Gallopolis. Speaking of which, check our stuff here. Our hero and Erik have joined forces with twin sisters Veronica and Serena, descendants of a line destined to aid the Luminary. Having decided to head for the World Tree in the hopes of learning more of Tran's fate there, the companions first need to know how to reach it. A possible clue has arisen in the form of a branch that might be from Yggdrasil herself, so the party set off for Gallopolis to find it. Though they are able to enter the Sultan's throne room reasonably easily, they find him completely caught up in the preparations for the Sand National, an annual equestrian event. Fortunately, his son Faris seems more inclined to aid our hero, and invites him to discuss the matter further in his personal quarters. Sounds like we're one step closer to getting hold of this rainbow thing, but I'm worried, Tran. The prince was really staring at you back there. You don't think he's figured out who you are, do you? I wouldn't put it past him, you know. After all, they say he's the most capable prince this kingdom has ever had. If we're going to see him, we need to watch our step. I've got a good feeling about this, Tran. It sounds like the rainbow that will lead us to Yggdrasil is right here in Gallopolis. Let's go and visit the prince in his chambers, and mind your manners, you hear? We're dealing with royalty here.
I wasn't going to mention it, but...
It's a good job Prince Faris came along when he did. I thought the Sultan was going to refuse to listen to us. By the way, Tran, did you hear the prince's pledge? It was terribly impressive, wasn't it? It sounds like the Desert Knights of Gallopolis are as amazing as everyone says they are. This is the balcony from which the Sultan and Sultana watch the races. Their seats command a perfect view of the racetrack and the oasis on which it floats. Tra-la-la, bold Prince Faris, foldery, he will embarrass any who stand in his way. I'm endeavoring to write a song in praise of the prince. Alas, very little rhymes with Faris. Oh, I got my vase breaking sounds back. You heard Prince Faris deliver the pledge, yes? Its words are seared into the soul of every knight. It is with these words that we mark ourselves as practitioners of the art of chivalry. It gladdens me to hear our future sultans speak them. Perhaps it is not my place to say so, but only the very finest Gallopolis knights are entrusted with the Sultan's personal safety. As long as we watch over his majesty, he has nothing to fear. Not even from this darkspawn character who has escaped Heliodor. Our exalted Sultan is a fanatical lover of horse racing. He has spoken of nothing but the Sand National for weeks. 1,000 pardons, but His Excellency, the most exalted Sultan, is rather preoccupied with preparations for the Sand National at the moment. Prince Faris's chambers. Slowly turn left at the foot of the great staircase, but please, you must not disturb him at this important time. Good day to you. Tell me, what do you think of Faris? He's a fine prince, is he not? Yeah. I'm so glad that you agree. After all, he is our only child, apple of both our eyes. Surely there is not one minute that he does not spend improving himself in training. He'll make a fine ruler one day, I'm sure of it. Say no, and I'm surprised that she has such a positive demeanor. Ah, indeed. It will not do to label him merely a prince. He is a sultan in waiting, of course. How kind of you to remind me. She's a nice person. It's also something else, though. Ahem. Fellow Gallopolitans, once again the sun has risen upon the Sand National, and upon Faris, my son and heir, as he... no, that will not do at all. It requires more emotion. Oh, you are still here. I told you, I have no time for audience with strangers today. You must leave. Man. I already looted your room.
Ah, you came. Thank you. Yes. Your height and physique are perfect, and you have the face of one who knows horses. You should be aware that the branch you seek is a priceless royal treasure. My father is unlikely to give it away freely to some wandering stranger. However, he might be persuaded to part with it if the request came from his beloved son. I have but one small favor to ask in return. But the palace walls have so many unwelcome ears. The noise of the circus will protect our privacy. Will you join me there? Then it is agreed. I will meet you at the entrance to that ridiculous tent this evening. Do not be late, please.
Alright, I have to say no and see what happens there. Having joined him there, they find him willing to help them get their hands on the branch, but it seems he'll be wanting something in return. Something he's not happy to talk about within the confines of the palace. He arranges to meet the friends that evening in front of the circus tent in town, where hopefully they can learn more while enjoying a lovely show. Yes, I am sure that my father could be persuaded to part with the rainbow if the request came from his beloved son. I have but one small favor to ask in return. But the palace walls have so many unwelcome ears. The noise of the circus will protect our privacy. Join me there, please. I will meet you at the entrance to that ridiculous tent this evening. Do not be late.
But the palace walls have so many unwelcome ears. The noise of the circus will protect our privacy. Will you join me there?
Nah, I'm good.
Oi! What are you saying? We need that branch. Of course we'll come to the circus with you, Your Highness. We love the circus, Your Highness. I'm sure it will be wonderful.
Your Highness.
Then it is agreed. I will meet you at the entrance to that ridiculous tent this evening. Do not be late, please.
Alright, so that's what... it's a little funny, but, you know. Alright, so that was actually a test of something. That took me about a minute after I saved. And, okay. And that's probably the prince right there. So what I'm going to do is actually... It's probably locked right now. So we're actually going to load. And I want to find out what happens if I'm in there when it's supposed to be nighttime. Probably nothing. It probably won't let me be nighttime. But, again, I saved, and I pulled up a clock, and I timed it. It took about 50 seconds from when I saved. I left myself enough time. I wouldn't have to wait forever, but enough time that I could get to the racetrack. Alright, well I waited here for more than a minute. If I leave, let's see what happens. I assume time froze while I was in there, that's probably what happened. Do shadows move? Probably find a still object and not a person. Yeah, that shadow's moving alright. Okay, so that answers my question. Time stands still when you're in the racetrack area. It's just gonna audio skip. Isn't this exciting, Tran? We're going to the circus, and for free as well. This is a real stroke of luck. Now, you remember the plan, right? Prince Faris wants to meet up in the evening in front of the circus tent. Let's not keep him waiting.
Hey!
We really don't have time to be going to circuses, but I guess we got no choice if we want to get a hold of the rainbow. And who knows, maybe we'll get to see some cool stuff while we're there. I've never been to the circus before. It's all terribly exciting. I do wonder about this favor Prince Faris wants to ask us, though. I mean, is he really going to just give us the rainbow? He did say it was a priceless royal treasure. I tried lowering all the graphics down to nothing, and it was still skipping like that every time they were talking. And it probably has to do with all these lights and stuff, and the angle that we're talking at, but I don't know. I wish it wasn't going to do that. So yes, I could have moved, but that does seem like the right setting for us to have that conversation. Try staring at the floor. I don't know. You came. Excellent. The noise of the circus will allow us to speak without being overheard. Shall we go inside? Nah, I'm good. Very well. Go and do what you must do. Then come and talk to me when you're ready. But hurry, the show will not last all night. Good. The circus has already started. We should enter without further delay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the act you've all been waiting for. The Wandering Wonder who amazes audiences wherever he goes. Prepare yourselves for an experience like no other. Prepare yourselves for the Great Sylvando!
They have been saying Sylvandro. As in Silandro Pro from Star Control.
Ladies and gentlemen, please! There is no need to be afraid! The great Sylvando will never endanger his adoring audience. After all, darlings, you are the ones who make this show so special! I love you all! Thank you! Thank you!
Quickly, we must talk while the people are distracted. And please, not a word of this to anyone. Now, as you may be aware, the Sun National is the most important event of the year here in Gallopolis. And tomorrow, I am due to make my debut in the race to end all races. However, there is a problem. One teeny tiny, terrible problem. I cannot ride. In fact, I have barely so much as sat in the saddle.
Wow.
What?
I have so far been able to hide this unfortunate fact, but if I were to take part in the race, the inconvenient truth would surely be uncovered. And yet I have no choice. For a prince of Gallopolis not to take part in the Sun National on the year of his coming of age is unthinkable! Unthinkable!
Well, I knew that I was going to have to take part in the Sand National. Probably for Phase or the Prince, but I didn't realize it was going to be like this.
So you see, your coming here was fated. It is a sign. The forces of destiny mean me to use you as my double. Ta-da!
You're pretty loud right now.
Your double? How's that gonna work? Won't everyone notice as soon as he walks out onto the track?
Ah, the fates have provided that also. For you see, the royal family always races in full armor, lest the unthinkable occur. His face will be hidden from view. Oh, please, please. I beg of you. You must help me. You must enter the Sand National in my place.
You are the most pathetic excuse for a prince I've ever seen. If you think we're going to help you lie to your people, you've got another thing coming.
Hey, I like this guy, Veronica.
Is that so? Then I assume that your need of the rainbow is not so great after all.
Wow. Talk about shameless.
Call me what you will, it changes nothing. You will do as the fates wish and take my place in the race? Yes? Oh, 1,000 pardons. I could not hear you over the noise of the crowd. Allow me to ask again. Will you enter the Sand National in my place?
Yeah.
I knew you would see sense in the end. Thank you. I will talk to my father about the rainbow as soon as the race is over. You have my word. I took the liberty of arranging rooms for you at the inn. Rest well. I will see you in the stables, bright and early. You will find the stable entrance in the western part of the city. Do not be late. Now, I must be on my way. Farewell, friends!
Tran and company spend the night in the rooms Prince Faris arranged for them. Then, morning comes. Good morning. I hear that you spent the evening at the circus. Was it not the most wonderful spectacle? And today is the day of the Sand National. So much to enjoy. The streets outside are already full of life. Pardon, you wish to find the royal dressing room? Why, it is the grandest room in the stables, of course. They are to the west of the paddock. Enjoy the race! Yesterday's circus performance was the perfect precursor to the Sand National. I was truly amazed. The great Salvando, the wandering wanderer. But now the race is upon us at last, and I'm rushed off my feet. This is our busiest time of the year by far. The Sand National will be starting soon. The streets are already live with excitement. Our heroes arrive in Gallopolis, where they have come in search of the supposed branch of Yggdrasil that they hope will help them reach the World Tree. Prince Faris assures them that they offered him their aid. He'll implore his father, the Sultan, to render the rainbow up to them. They agree to meet him at the circus to discuss the situation further. Once there, they learn the shocking truth. Though he has slated to race in the Sand National, the prince has pretty much never ridden a horse before. In exchange for having his father hand over the rainbow, he wants Tran, who's of a very similar size, to take his place in the race. What I'm wondering about is like why everybody says he's such a great racer, and how the Sultan says, this is diary, I watched my son ride. I don't know. Prince Faris? Yes. His Highness is through here in the royal dressing room. You may enter, but remember to be respectful, please. Why the long face, you ask? Because poor Shuruk is devastated. FaZe's injury has come as a terrible blow to him. He was so looking forward to the race. Yeah, I thought, like, you know, FaZe would get injured and I have to race him against the Sultan's son or something like that. That's what I thought was gonna happen. What happened, dude?
I feel so foolish. I pushed myself too hard in training, and now I cannot race. It is a tragedy, a tragedy. The Sand National is my life. I live for it.
This is terrible. FaZe has been injured and must retire from the race. And we had so wished to see him put the prince through his paces. What are we going to do? The crowd will be so terribly disappointed. Someone will have to take his place, but who else is a skillful enough rider to handle such a steed? FaZe has been waiting an eternity for the opportunity to race against Prince Faris, and now he's fallen to an injury. His Highness's victory is all but assured, unless... Could this be my moment, with all of Gallopolis watching? So they get to save FaZe for like the Golden Champion Cup or something. That'd be an interesting thing. So I'll be racing against a bunch of noobs. What's up, dude? Do I get to keep this outfit? I like having outfits. Thank the stars! I was beginning to worry that I might actually have to try and ride a horse. Now come, the race will begin shortly, and fear not, I remember my promise. If you do as we agreed, I will ask my father about the branch. Well, are you ready? Nope. What? You have not yet made your preparations? Then please, you must hurry. Come back when you are ready. gosh, everyone seems so excited. It looks as though the whole kingdom is looking forward to the Sand National. Now, Prince Faris told us the stables were in the western part of the city, didn't he? I know the circuses are a little unusual, Tran, but I'll still be praying that you romp home in the first place. Oh, that's nice. You, however, look very pissed.
Ridiculous.
Then I assumed that your need of the rainbow was not so great after all. What a little weasel. Just think about that useless prince. Makes my blood boil. Still, you can't get out of this now. You've got to try and win that race. Let's head over to the racetrack and get training. This guy's not much of a prince, is he? I mean, I know we need to get hold of the rainbow, but do we really have to go along with this crazy plan? Still, the circus was really something, right? That Silvano guy was pretty wild. I'm not saying it just made the whole thing worthwhile, but getting to see that for free was cool. So now she's all business, so Veronica's all business, and the thief is, like, all fun. Are you ready to ride to glory? Yes. Good. Now hurry, you must don the royal Gallopolitan armor and helm. Fear not, they will fit you perfectly, I am sure. What are you gonna be dressed in? Tran takes the prince's armor and helm and puts them on. Apparently we have many prince helms and armors. It is as if they were made for you. No one will suspect for a moment that you are not, in fact, the Prince of Gallopolis. Now, the race is about to begin. I look cool. I want to keep this outfit. Your steed awaits outside. Once you're safely mounted, make your way through the paddock. The racetrack lies beyond. Meet me afterward in the passage that leads to the racetrack. You will give me the helm, and no one will be any the wiser. Now go, and remember, you are the Prince of Gallopolis, and your public expects great things of you. Do not make a fool of me. Your resemblance is truly uncanny. No one will doubt that the man they see before them is the Prince of Gallopolis. The royal getup really suits you, Tran. I bet that pathetic prince has never looked half as dashing as you do right now. I look exactly like he would in this helmet. Anyway, never mind that. It's almost time for the Sand National. You'd better be ready for this, because there's no pulling out now. You're the Luminary, remember? It's practically your duty to win this thing. It sounds as though the entire kingdom is cheering you on, Tran. Well, it's Prince Faris they're cheering, really, but still.
Oh, yes!
Anyway, we need to get hold of that rainbow, so there's no need to feel bad about deceiving people. Come on, I know you can do this. Wow, listen to all that cheering. Seems all you gotta do is stand next to a fake prince and people go wild. Anyway, this might all be a big con, but a race is a race. Make sure you win it, okay? And don't worry, we'll be cheering you on from the stands. Your Highness, the time has come for the Sand National to begin. Please mount your steed and proceed to the racetrack. Where are you going, Your Highness? Please, you must mount your steed and make your way to the racetrack. The start of the Sand National is imminent. Ah, Prince Faris, I trust that you are fully prepared for the race. The finest steed in all the realm awaits you. Please, take this out and proceed to the track. Your adoring public awaits. Are your preparations complete, Your Highness? The race is about to begin. Your steed for today is the finest horse in all Gallopolis. Once you are safely mounted, please proceed to the paddock. Oh, bless the sands. Prince Faris, you deign to speak to a commoner such as I? This is a sure sign of your great benevolence. Ah. That's cool. I want this outfit. Let me keep it, please. Let me have like an equivalent outfit.
Prince Faris, is it truly you, Your Highness? This is an unexpected honor. I had hoped we might face one another on the track, but alas, I have been laid low by an injury. It is a great shame indeed. But the chance will present itself one day, I am sure, and when it does, I shall give you no quarter.
I salute you, Faze. Your public awaits, Prince Faris. Your loyal subjects have been eagerly awaiting your entrance. Please, proceed to the paddock and out onto the track. Your injury does you honor, for that is how badly you wanted to race. Ride like the desert breeze, Your Highness. This way, Your Highness. Good luck, Prince Faris. I'm gonna race you all on foot. Let me out of here. Your Highness, the track is the other way. I wish you all the best in the race. That's not your horse, Your Highness. Your Highness, 1,000 pardons. I do not know how these children got in here. I will see that they are removed immediately. That's not your horse. It's my horse, so I say it is. Be warned, Prince Faris. I always race to win, even when I race against royalty. The racetrack is this way, Your Highness. I'll be cheering for you. The Sand National will begin shortly. If your preparations are complete, Your Highness, please proceed to the track. Prince Faris, it's an honor to converse with you. I hope you do not mind my saying that I hope to win today. It would make my daughter so very proud. It's a racehorse. Seems quite excited. The yellow one's the one I gotta watch out for. I'm gonna race people on foot. Let's go. Let's go. Your Highness, you cannot take to the track without mounting your steed. Watch me! Aww. Are you not entertained? This is the interest of the track, Your Highness. Are your preparations complete? No. Very good, Your Highness. I'm sure the people will not mind waiting a little longer. Return here when you're ready. Well, you won't let me get prepared, that's the thing. Very good, Your Highness. May you have a successful race. Like, I'd like to save so that I can see what happens when you lose. But I'll win for now and then come back and lose.
Hello, Gallopolitans! This is... no ordinary Sand National!
Hooray! All hail Prince Faris!
I thought they were going to do the Dragon Quest theme song.
Prince Faris!
Oh, such a fine figure of a man!
It must be wonderful to be so popular, darling. But of course, you are used to it. Being a real live prince, huh? The name's Silvando, by the way. One of the other riders had a little whoopsie, so I had to step in at the last minute.
Was that Mortal Kombat on purpose?
But don't think I'll be going easy on you just because you're royalty. Where would be the fun in that? Try to keep up, little princey!
Let me show you what I've learned. And they're off!
Oh, magnificent! I hardly dare think that you might actually win! Now quickly, my public await! I shall take the reins from here. Fear not, my friend. I have not forgotten my promise. I will discuss the rainbow with my father, just as soon as my people have finished showering me with adulation!
Cheers of Princess Faris' adoring public fill the air as he makes his way out onto the track.
Praise the fates, our plan was a success. Thank you. You have spared me great humiliation. I will go immediately to my father and ask about the rainbow.
All hail Prince Faris, pride of the desert, horseman extraordinaire. Darling, you were fabulous. It was enough to bring a tear even to my jaded eye.
Oh.
Wait, don't tell me you were... Surely you didn't let your understudy take the stage for the command performance? Oh, this is too good!
Wait, but you do not understand the pressure I am under. A prince of Gallopolis who could not ride a horse is a disgrace to the kingdom. I did what was necessary for the sake of my people. And now all can be forgotten. Yes?
And there was silly old Silvando thinking that knights never retreated in the face of adversity.
Silence! I am the prince of this kingdom, and I will not have a traveling jester lecture me on chivalry.
1,000 pardons, your highness.
You shouldn't have been standing around that armor anyways.
Enter.
I'm sorry about all the audio skipping.
The Sultan wishes to see you, your highness. Your magnificent display of horsemanship has pleased him greatly.
Very good. I will come right away. My promise still stands. Come to the throne room in a little while. We will see what can be done about this branch of yours.
So nice to see a royal with the common touch. You were wonderful out there today, darling. Maybe we'll get to share the stage again soon.
Outstanding. Awarded for helping Prince Faris out of a sticky situation by taking his place in the Sand National. Our heroes arrive in Gallopolis, where they have come in search of the supposed branch of Yggdrasil that they hope will help them reach the World Tree. Prince Faris assures them that if they offer him their aid, he will implore his father, the Sultan, to render the rainbow unto them. In exchange, Tran will have to take the prince's place in the Sand National, as he's barely so much as sat on the horse before. Tran fulfills his end of the bargain and finishes the race in Faris' stead, but it seems the prince's scheme has not gone entirely unnoticed. Silvando, the star of the circus, sees right through it. He reproaches Faris for the unknightliness of not living up to his vow, never to retreat in the face of adversity, but his efforts are wasted on this spoiled royal. Just then, a summons arrives from the Sultan, and Prince Faris sets out for the throne room, swearing to make good on his promise to procure the rainbow for Tran and his friends. No, I don't have it anymore. I am sad.
What can you do?
Well, thank goodness that's over. That's the last time I'm doing any favors for royalty. Speaking of which, it sounds like Prince Faris has been summoned back to the palace to talk to the Sultan. I think we should do the same, Tran. Let's get that rainbow and wave goodbye to this horrible, sweaty place. Well, Tran, you were really impressive out there. It did annoy me that everyone thought you were that stupid prince, though. I mean, he's not fit to lace your boots.
Oh, hello.
You'd never have guessed that Mr. Silvando was that last-minute replacement. He was so fast, but he looked as though he was barely trying. I wonder where he learned to do all these amazing things. I mean, first the circus performance, and now this. Well, it's probably like an assassin or something. Make a save, and then we're going to try failing the Sand National. Which does mean I have to do the circus again. But for you, it'll be just a quick jump between cutscenes. Oh, I can't. I was gonna try to go backwards, but I can't. It won't let me turn that hard. Alright, I'll just give the prince the worst time possible then. Alright, looks like everyone else is finished. Time's up. Let's see what happens.
How wonderful! You showed my people that I can ride and finish the race without mishap. This is more than satisfactory.
Oh, see, he is a nice guy. I did as horribly as I possibly could, brushing up against the wall, not sprinting, going in every obstacle, and he's still so happy.
Now quickly, my public await. I shall take the reins from here.
Everybody's giving him a hard time. Maybe he is a deceitful I don't know.
Fear not, my friend. I have not forgotten my promise.
Let's see what my teammates have to say about my ex. Well, let's see what everyone else has to say about my performance.
Raise the bits. Our plan was a success. Thank you. You have saved me great humiliation. I'm going to meet my father at the now. Oh, hey, Prince Faris. Crying for the desert. Horseman extraordinaire. Darling, you are fabulous. It was not to bring you into my jail line. Wait, surely you can let your honor study this disgrace for my performance. Oh, is it too good? Wait, you do not understand the pressure I am under. A prince of Gallopolis who can fly the horse is a disgrace to the kingdom. And it was necessary for the sake of my people. And now all can be forgotten. Yes.
And there was silly old Silvando thinking that knights never retreated in the face of adversity.
I love that he changes his voice for that. There seemed to be no difference there. What about my teammates?
What can you do?
Yes! I wasn't going to mention it, but...
Nobody else has anything different to say, so... I just assumed that you had to win, and it was going to make you repeat the mission until you won. I didn't know that it didn't matter.